What's going on YouTube? It's Pelfrey, and this is the Red Sea Reefer 250, which is, as you'll see as we go along in the video, pretty aggravated at me at the moment. Got a couple spots here on the glass, a couple spots there, but as you'll see in the video, I'm doing, trying to do some maintenance on the tank, and you know, it's been a long time since I've done some of the things that you'll see in the video. So I took it upon myself to take care of that today. As far as the chaeto is going, I know I've talked about it quite a bit, but it is growing crazy. I mean, it has got crazy thick growth. So I am flipping that over quite often, and I'm doing the bubbling for like 12 hours, you know, but I do it in what was the skimmer chamber, and it just flows over into the return chamber, and it eventually, some of the bubbles make their way into the display. But I've had some questions or comments saying I thought you were getting rid of the tank, and the tank is for sale. This is all for sale. So I bought the refugium light, Billy gave me the return pump, I bought the PP15, then I bought some chaeto as a filter for myself, but it is for sale. But it's hard to get rid of a full-blown running tank, and if I sell it, I sell it, and if I don't, I don't. You know, I'm kind of at that stage right now where I kind of hope I don't sell it, because I'm having fun with the tank. It's simple, it's easy. I'm cleaning the glass like once a week or once every 2 weeks or so. I'm not really paying attention so much to the tank. We've got a ton of projects we've got going on. I built a playhouse in the backyard that took like a month to build. My wife just painted the cabinets. We're going to do flooring, we're going to do countertops, we're going to do appliances, we're going to do all kinds of stuff. So I've got all kinds of other activities to preoccupy my mind. My oldest two are fixing to start soccer soon, so that's going to preoccupy my mind. So yeah, you know, the tank is for sale, and if anybody's interested and you're in Kentucky or anywhere you want to be and come pick it up, then, you know, shoot me an offer. I will still keep a tank, and I'm going to keep probably a couple fish, and I'm keeping all my corals, which aren't a lot of corals, I get that, but yeah, I'm going to continue to make content on this tank. It's still sitting in my living room, all around all the toys and whatnot in the house. So yeah, you know, it's for sale, but as long as I have it here, I'm continuing to maintain it, and there's going to be content coming out on it. So life is definitely going to get busy. I can't say, and I can't stress enough how much more I love the tank now that it's simplified. No Apex, no nothing. And I can give Alexa commands, and she will turn off equipment because of the smart Wi-Fi surge protector. But I'm really loving the tank, and I put some of the chaeto on a local Facebook group recently, and I'm going to try to get over across the river in Indiana and meet a guy and maybe trade some chaeto for some SPS frags to try in the tank again. I think it's time to add some corals to the tank, and I get it, folks. You know, 4 weeks ago I'm getting rid of the tank, and here I am trying to put coral in the tank. But as long as it's here, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. And I bought salt, and I bought some fittings so that I can make this, instead of 3/16 inch tubing, 1/4 inch tubing, so that I can actually use the bulkhead back here and the bulkhead here. You can see that the this kind of got clogged up. I need to get some like pipe cleaners and clean this out. But I've ordered like a minimal amount of stuff for the tank, and you know, I'm just trying to keep it simple. And speaking of this, myself and Reef Girl on YouTube, which she has the like 425 or 525 Red Sea Reefer series tanks, we were talking about cleaning, if I've ever cleaned, you know, the pump head or done anything else. And I said no. Well, I happened to look in here one day, and there was like calc everywhere. There was calc all over the top of the sump. So I switched dosing tubes, and I need to pull this one, and this one out to clean it because they're filthy. But I did order some stuff from Bulker Supply so that I can hopefully convert this from a 3/16 to a 1/4 inch so that I can actually use the 1/4 inch fittings here. And I did see on Coral View's website, I know I mentioned this previously, but you can buy a pump head for like $12.50. Now they're out of stock right now, but I signed up for an email reminder, and as soon as they come in stock, I'm definitely going to buy at least one spare pump head so that I can have for the Kamoer Wi-Fi doser. $12.50. It was my understanding that there was going to be nothing available for the Kamoer, but you know, on their website they have it listed out of stock. As soon as it comes to stock, I'm for sure grabbing one. Cannot pass up on that deal. I'm in the process of cleaning the glass, so I figure I'm going to pull the PP15 off the tank again. Got some vinegar and water, and clean it up real quick because it is filthy, and it hadn't been very long since I cleaned it last. So, you know, I'm gonna get it off here, get it cleaned up, and get it back in the tank. Of course, you can see it's got quite a bit of purple on it, so it is growing coralline algae. But right now the flow in the tank is from the return pump only, and I have the whites heavy on the radions at the moment. Aside from these pumps being very cost effective, they're very easy to take apart and clean. These rubber pieces, first off, this mount, that's where the magnet is. This comes off, the rubber pieces will come off, and this cage just twists off, and then the propeller pulls out. So I'm just gonna let it sit here and marinate in some vinegar and water for a little bit, scrub it clean, get it back on the tank. It's been a while since the tank has had a good deep clean. I got the pump back in there, the PP15, but I need to blow the rocks off a little bit. I need to blow the sand up a little bit. Just got to stirring everything up, and yeah, it's all right, Emma. Yeah, I'm working on the tank a little bit, getting a little bit of the spring cleaning done. Emma's not very happy with me, so I'm holding her at the moment. Stay tuned. Look at this crazy dust storm. I've been stirring the sand bed up. You know, it's pretty wild from back here with the light glare. It's like nothing. But yeah, I've been stirring the sand bed up. The water is very, very murky, and I do have the wave maker on its highest setting just so I can get everything stirred up and cleaned up. Yeah, you see the baby in the reflection over there. Emma, how sweet is? Ah. She's almost 1, folks. Yeah, the baby's almost 1. But yeah, the tank, stirred up the sand bed, and I'm gonna have to blow the rocks off again because they're gonna have dust on them again, and I may have to clean the glass again, but the bubble scrubbing is still going, so that should help out a little bit. The sand bed is not like pristine white, but it's much better than it was, and the fish really don't know what to think because it's been so long. And I'm only cleaning the glass like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. So, you know, to clean the glass, it is kind of cumbersome because the Tunze scraper that I have, which is this guy right here, doesn't necessarily get everything. And luckily I do have a metal scraper that I got off Amazon for like $10 that gets like the hard, grimy stuff off of the tank. But I did also wipe the glass down on the exterior of the tank, and I've had a bunch of these. I don't know what this is. This white, I think it's a snail. Excuse the radion flashing back and forth there, but I think it's a snail. But you know, if I take the lid off the tank, I'll have them, excuse me, all around the back side of the glass there, and some of the corners. But here's one, and hopefully somebody can help me identify what this is. I'm guessing it's a snail, but I don't have a clue because there are quite a few of them in the tank, but they don't bother anything. They just get on the glass, and I just push them back into the water. So yeah, I'm working on the tank, and I'm having fun, folks. That'll pretty much sum up the activities I've got going on for today. I'll probably stir up the sand bed. You can see there's like a layer of dust there. But the sand bed looks so much better. It was like raggedy and just terrible. There's a astrian starfish, which you can hate them or love them, but you know, once I get to the top of the tank, I'll pluck them out. But something that's this far down, I just leave it be. It doesn't bother any of the corals that I have. I mean, I've heard people say it bothers zoas or whatever. Well, I'm not a zoa fan. Only reason is because of the toxic chemicals that they can release or whatever. There's some stringy stuff under this hammer from where I've cleaned the sand and the rocks a little bit, but I'm gonna get some frozen cubes thawed out for the fish. They've been through probably quite a bit of stress today with me cleaning everything. The scully's looking nice and thick. Of course, the hammers, you know, I had to re-glue this guy. That's why you can see so much glue there. But everything's looking pretty good, and I'm looking to get some SPS pieces and maybe try out over here. And the good thing is it's directly underneath the light, and the tank is super simple. I did have this anchinata up here close to this brain coral, and you can see it kind of stung it a little bit. And I'm waiting for the torch to open up a little bit, which we can see the skeleton on that front head a little bit, but maybe it's kind of mad about the flow. But like I said, I'm having fun, and ultimately to me that's what it's all about, is having fun. If you're not having fun, then what's the point? So also I wanted to mention that I've had nothing but great success out of the Reeflink. I can log into the Reeflink and open the sliders, and I can make it white so that you folks can see it instead of a blue view. And then I can open up Reeflink after I'm done with the video, and I can go back to schedule, and it'll go back to schedule. And I know that people have complained about connectivity issues or whatever, but my Reeflink is literally like 6 inches from my Wi-Fi router. And it's probably, you know, geographically, if we went straight from here up, it's probably like, I don't know, 15 feet from the Radion lights, but it's worked flawlessly. And I'm glad I have the Reeflink, and you know, like I said, other people have said it's a crappy piece of equipment, it doesn't work right, it loses connectivity on the network, yada, yada, yada. I've had zero issues with the Reeflink. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off here. I do appreciate you following along. Drop comments, suggestions, you know, hate on me, whatever, in the comment section below. And check me out on Instagram at Pelfrey's Reef. Check out the website at pelphrey, pelfrey.net. And I'll catch you on the next one. Later.